Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. No, we are not doing any pool build, but we're doing things this morning that are complementing the pool. And we'll get into that in just a minute. Because Ness said, you got to show everybody everything you're doing to the pool. I said, well, the pool is done. She said, but you're still doing upgrades. I said, that's right, I'm doing upgrades. She said, and you need to share this with your family. And I said, oh, my family doesn't watch my videos back in South Carolina. And she said, no, your other family. And I'm like, oh, my other family. These guys right here. So anyway, this morning, some projects to complement the pool. We're going to get into that in just a moment. Now, without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Now, I get a lot of questions from our subscribers about how do I keep everything so green around here? Well, it's a little bit me and a little bit nature and a lot about God. God provides 95% for us, and we just have to use our own 5% to finish off the things that we want to do, but He provides everything for us. Anyway, for me, my little 5% here is stuff like this right here. I never showed you this. And I might have brought it up in one of my old videos, but I took one of my trash cans and I put a bunch of holes in it, and this is where I make my compost. Now my recipe for compost is very simple. I've almost emptied this whole thing out. I use this in different projects, even the raised bed garden. I put some inside there. I need to start again for the next season. Well, anyway, I was getting to what my recipe is, and it doesn't really matter as long as it's an organic kind of a thing. Just don't put anything like meats or anything like that inside your little trash bin if you have anything like this. But I put things like when Nessa's cooking and she has leftover pieces of cabbage or lettuce or the shavings from carrots, I throw that inside here. Eggshells. Very good for your compost. Eggshells inside here. In the yard, when we have grass clippings, I put grass clippings inside here. Not too much, but I put grass clippings because that's a real high source of nitrogen. Sometimes I throw a little bit of dirt, maybe a little bit of sand inside there. And if I have some leftover fertilizer, you know, the little grain stuff that you normally sprinkle out either in your garden or on your yard, throw a little bit of that. That will help accelerate the burning, what I call the burning, and everything starting composing inside here. But that's kind of what I put inside of here, and it works really good. So let's get back to what I'm doing over here with the pool this morning. So what I've been doing, I'm cleaning. We're in post-pool construction, cleanup and enhancements, doing things like planting around here. You saw I put the sod in here the other day to repair this. Also, one of the other things that I put inside my compost, I put rice hull. You can see all this, and this is really rich. I just got to break this up and mix it up a little bit more with my soil and my compost inside of here. And this is what I'm using. So what my project is this morning is to start filling in this planter right here, and I've already started. You can see. Fill the planter up to the bottom of the light right there, and what I'm doing is I'm pulling plants from around the yard. Everywhere around the yard I have plants that I can pull and separate from the mother plant, and I don't have to pay for any plants. Everything around Villa Feliz lately has all been free. And that's the best kind of plant that you can put inside your yard. Here, let me show you what I've already started again over here on this other side where the other palm is planted, and you can see right over here. I got some rice hulls I put out of the way because the bag is breaking. I don't want it to spread all over. But these plants came from over there, from that area, and I just separated some of the base from the mother plant and put it in here. So we'll put the higher plants, the higher growing plants, close to the trunk of the palm, and then we'll put some closer, smaller, lower growing bedding plants right around the edge, and then you won't even see any of the soil inside here very soon. Now, as you can see, the pool is in full action right now. Well, I won't say full, I'll say almost full, because they did the repair of the waterfall yesterday. They put that one last stone in up at the corner up there to keep the water from going over the side. And once I get some waterproofing done on the inside of the bowl on that one, we'll resume flowing water over the waterfall. But right now, we have the circulation going. Right now I think I'm going to run it about 4 hours, about 4 hours a day, until we get everything in full operation the way I want it. So I just have the little return jets back here, and I've got them kind of going in an upward position to make it like a jacuzzi. What Ness and I found out, this is cool, especially at nighttime. Last night we sat here, and we don't have a jacuzzi, but this little area here kind of acts like a jacuzzi. Really nice. Now I'm not really sure about my Cavendish bananas over here. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of the earlier videos. Does this look like it's actually starting to fatten up and ripen too? I know they got to get really much fatter than that. Almost twice the thickness of what you see right here. Remember, this is the one that fell down from the first typhoon, that first Signal 3 Category 3 typhoon that came through. But it's still rooted, but it's not really producing any more leaves up here. And I think the leaves also help with some of the process. I know it gets all the moisture from the ground, but the leaves help the plant actually grow. It's that photosynthesis, absorbing sunlight kind of thing that goes on here. So it's slow right here. So I don't know how these are doing. Also, our bananas up by the Baje Cubo that also fell from the typhoon. Let's go up there for a moment. I think these are doing good. Yes, definitely. These are doing good. And these are also Cavendish. These are looking a little bit better, but they're still they're still a long way, I think, from maturing enough to eat. So we'll continue. I gotta show you something. This is weird. Everything grows around here. Everything, even on you cut a branch down. You see this little branch? This was cut off of a tree, and you see it's growing, and it doesn't even have roots down on the bottom. It's just touching the ground. Everything is so rich around here. You can't stop things from growing, I don't believe. And as well, the Sabah that I donated to my neighbor John, it looks like it's doing really good as well. So I don't see any other blossoms yet, but I haven't been across the fence because we've been focusing so much over here on the pool project. Today I have to cut the grass around the outside of our property. I'm maintaining it for both of my neighbors over here, at least 2 or 3 yards, 2 or 3 meters, and then I'll kind of inspect to see what's going on out there. I also have a lot of papaya. There's still only about 1.5 meters, 2 meters high around, most of it around the yard, but I've been neglecting it. I'll probably be surprised when I walk around there. Now, as inviting as that water looks, and I'm really sweating a lot, I would love to jump in there right now, but I have things to do. Priorities, right? Priorities. Pool, yard work, pool, yard work. I got to do the yard work. And maybe after I get all that done, I'll reward myself for a nice, relaxing, cool dip inside the pool. Well, let me go ahead and get started, or continue doing what I started, and we'll do some progress updates later on. Now, I just have so many plants around the yard, and they're really easy to transplant. Just pop off some of them. Some of them you don't even need the roots to them. You just pull off a couple of leaves, and then they start growing. They'll make their own roots and they'll start growing again. And that's what I did on the project today. The objective today was to put some plants around the 2 palms inside the pool. And the good thing about doing that with existing plants that you have around your yard is it's free. And everybody likes free, especially for a cheap guy like me. So anyway, let's look in the pool and on the outside of the pool on the 2 palm areas at the little garden that I put around the palm. Well, here's the first one that I filled in some plants, some ground plants here around the planter for the palm in the center of the swimming pool here. And you can see they're existing plants from around here. And you all told me to put these here. So I did these. I put the higher one in the back closer to the trunk of the palm. And I use these Moses in a cradle that I have everywhere, and they grow like crazy. They kind of look a little wilted right now because it's very hot in the middle of the afternoon here, And really, you shouldn't plant things in the middle of the afternoon anyway. You should do it early in the morning or maybe later in the afternoon as the sun isn't putting so much stress on these guys. I had a little water earlier to kind of get them set in a little bit, but you wait. In about a week, these will all be very healthy, and then they'll start filling up this area. You won't see any soil here. Now, something I did is I did not put anything in this area right here, because see, that's our light. That's our spotlight that lights up our palm at night here. So I'm going to try to keep this clean and keep this open. Maybe put some really low sitting ground plants in front of it right here. I could do that. Maybe I'll do that in just a little bit. And let's look at the other one. This is the other one over here. This is the other palm that we have over here, and I did the same thing with this, although I used a different plant over here. The Moses in the cradle in the back, the same purple and green and reddish color here, but I used this other plant. Again, it's very hot here, and you can see they are really into a stress condition. And be honest with you, this probably is not good for this location, because this gets a lot of sun here. And this type of plant right here really likes the semi-shaded area. Does real well. I have it against my walls, against the fence around the yard, and it does great in those semi-shaded areas. But we're going to try it here. And the good thing about gardening, if you don't like something or if it's not working right, then you just try something else. And we have so many plants around the yard. We have so many plants to pull from. So that's where we are right now on the two little projects I worked on this morning. Well, today's sort of a short episode. Remember, the big project of the pool build is behind us now. Again, we will be doing a follow-up episode because you have so many questions about costs. Now, my contractor is supposed to be coming and visiting me, I think tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to finalize everything to make sure everything's okay with the pool, some training, I think, and final payment on the construction work. And what I'll do, once I have all that information, I will go ahead and do a how much does it cost to build a swimming pool in the Philippines episode very shortly. It'll be this week, I assure you. Well, I noticed my gardener just got here. I want to work with him a little bit on some of the projects. I kind of beat him to a couple of projects because these two inside here was a couple of them that he was supposed to be working on when he came in today. But you know, I like doing the gardening too. We kind of share the gardening responsibilities around here. Now, before I close for today, I have one birthday shout out, and that birthday shout out goes to Robert Matthews, who on today, which is really yesterday, but it will be today when you see this. Robert is turning 60, and he is from Brisbane, Australia. So anyway, to you, Robert, I want to wish you a happy birthday. Now, this boy doesn't like the water. He won't get even in 5 inches of water, but he'll hang around all over the place here. And Maryann over here, get out of my garden. I just did that. Don't go in my garden, Maryann. Maryann, don't go inside there. But you know where Maryann will probably hang out? She loves the bridge. Let's see if I can get Maryann up here. Maryann, wanna come up here? Huh? Yes, Maryann is the queen of this bridge right here. She hangs out with me every evening and in the morning when I come out here so far. She comes out here and we can sit when we're eating breakfast on the back porch. Maryann is just, she's like a queen. She'll lay up here, up on the bridge. Well, she's kind of defeating the point I'm trying to get across, but dogs are sometimes unpredictable. But she's up every morning. She says she lays out. She lays in the morning sun, and she really enjoys it. What is it? What is it? What's in the water? Huh? What's in the water? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What's that? What's that, Maryann? What is it? What is it, Hapon? Huh? What's in the water? Well, it is about time to close for now. I want to work a little bit with the gardener and then spend a little time in the pool. 61 days of building. It's time to start enjoying retirement. Well, that's about it for today. Hey, thank you for hanging in there for those 61 days too. We had a lot of great comments, and a lot of you helped out with the build as well. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. And I say us, I mean me, and where's Maryann around here? I don't know where she's at. Please give us a thumbs up. Please share. And if you have not subscribed, just click on that little MPID dream in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and notified the next time we upload a new video. So, till such time, here in the Philippines, right here, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.